Welcome to Rewrite Reality, where we peel back the layers of how we imagine our world, then explore what it means to build different futures. I'm Gregg the Artivist, and on today's episode, we dive into why you'll never be the same, and that's not a bad thing. Join me to reflect, challenge assumptions, and spark possibility. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it. At some point, whether slowly or all at once, you wake up. Maybe it's the smoke in the sky. Maybe it's the emptiness of success you were told would make you happy. Maybe it's a documentary or a protest or a quiet moment where the truth finally lands in your chest. And from that point on, you're never quite the same. You start seeing the cracks in the system. You notice the exploitation behind the convenience. You feel the grief that lives beneath the surface of so much of our modern lives, and you can't unsee it. I want to say something clearly, especially if you're in that space right now. That change in you is not a breakdown, it's a becoming. There's grief in it, yes, but also clarity, and maybe, if you stay with it, even a deeper kind of strength. Because waking up to injustice, collapse, or climate breakdown doesn't just change how you see the world, it changes how you see yourself. You might lose some things along the way, comfort, naivety, the illusion of control, but you gain something too, a deeper honesty, a wider compassion, a stronger spine. I've gone through that shift more than once in my life, and I still do. And the truth is, it's rarely graceful. Sometimes it looks like burnout. Sometimes it looks like rage. Sometimes it's just sitting in the garden, holding grief like a stone you don't know how to put down. But here's what I do know now. You don't go back. You can't go back. And that's not a bad thing. Because even if you try, something's shifted. You can't walk into a supermarket and not notice where things come from. You can't scroll past injustice and feel nothing. You can't pretend the world is fine when your body is screaming and knows that it isn't. And that might make you feel tired or weird or too much. But to me, that's the most human thing about you. Because who you were before, that version of you wasn't weak or wrong, but they didn't yet carry the full story. Now you do. And you're not alone. So here's a small action I would like us all to try this week. To write a letter, not to our future selves, but to our past selves, the one who didn't know yet, the one who was still asleep. What would you thank them for, and what would you forgive them? You don't have to write it perfectly. You don't even have to send it anywhere. Just speak to the version of you that didn't know yet. The one who maybe needed protection, the one who maybe protected you by not seeing. There's grief in letting that version go, but there's honor in acknowledging what they survived and what they gave you by getting here. This is how we integrate the change, not by pretending that didn't happen, but by honoring what it cost us and what it gave us. So I leave you with this. What part of you has changed forever? What would it mean to stop resisting that shift and start honoring it? Not as a wound you hide, but as a marker of growth, a truth you carry, a sign that you're still becoming. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Rewrite Reality. If this resonated, I would love to hear from you. So please do leave a comment wherever you're listening. What are you feeling? What came up for you? What's your take on today's topic? And consider sharing it with someone who might also be thinking deeply about the world around them. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes as we keep peeling back the layers and reimagining what's possible. And if you haven't already, check out Gregg the Artivist app. It's your hub for everything from listen podcast episodes like this one to watch featured videos to upcoming online and offline events. And it's also the easiest way to stay connected with our growing community. You can download it now from the App Store for iPhone users or Google Play for Android. If you prefer, there's always gregtheartivist.com for supportive information and more to this and all other episodes. Until next time, it's bye from me for now.